Okay, so for 8th grade, this is lesson 2, talking about energy causing change. You can watch the video all about, they say the skier has kinetic energy and potential energy. So we're going to learn what those two are. So if you, maybe you know this already, but if you have this balloon, water balloon on a string and you're going to release it and you think that's going to hit you in the face, right? But it does not. Cool, right? And we have to figure out why doesn't it hit their face? What types of energy does the balloon have? How could energy explain the behavior? Well, they gave us a hint up here. They said kinetic and potential energy. So we could say the water balloon has kinetic and potential energy. The water balloon starts with a certain amount of energy. As soon as it is released, it will just always keep losing its energy, which makes the swings smaller every time. However you want to put that in your own words, but basically, there's kinetic and potential energy, which means that you take the water balloon, it's got this amazing amount of energy, but as soon as you let it go, it loses at least enough so that it won't come back as high as it was before. So they can say, based off of many experiments, that it's not going to hit her in the face. Exploration 1 is going to analyze the different types of energy. You can talk about renewable energy, energy conservation, energy costs, how people use energy, how they make policies. What do you think energy is and how important it is in your life? So you guys can just write what you think energy is. So I think energy is something that people use to help them to accomplish different things. There's energy in food, solar energy, energy in that we have and use when we go for a walk. Energy is something that is really important in life because we use it every single day. All right, now they're going to tell us what energy is. What does that actually mean? The ability to cause change. It's a change in matter. Something is burning, something is, the wind blows through something, a spring moves, a toy moves. Exactly. So the construction crane can move a steel beam. Where does that energy come from? Okay. So let's answer that question first. The energy for the crane comes from an engine that connects and gives movements to the crane. The movements help it to transfer energy to the beam. What evidence do you have that the amount of energy involved is different from a wind-up toy? Evidence that the energy is different is that a human hand can wind up the toy, so it must need less energy. A human hand cannot move a steel beam, so it must need more energy, and the crane must have the potential of having more energy. Just kind of the simple things that you guys know. If you see a steel beam that big, you know that you can't move it with your hand. All right, energy in nature. You can pause if you need to. I'm going to move on. Energy is present in every single situation. Every time there's change, something changes, energy. Kinetic energy is energy in motion. Anything in motion, if it's moving, this is kinetic energy. Something is happening that is moving. Okay, if it's not moving, it still has potential energy. So they usually use a roller coaster for this, right? Because a roller coaster at the top of the hill, not moving, but it still has energy because as soon as it moves, boom, potential energy becomes kinetic energy. Draw a group of objects that you can see from where you're seated. All right, kinetic and not kinetic. So I see my computer, a little keyboard, and I'm typing on it. Oof, computer. So because I'm typing, it's kinetic. If it was just sitting there, it would be potential. But next to it, I have my notebook. Nope. Notebook. Okay, I'm going to draw an arrow just showing that I know that this is kinetic. The notebook, I need to write potential. Potential. And I hope this upgrades and gets even better because right now it's hard to write on. Okay, so now I've got my computer is kinetic, but my notebook is potential. Save my beautiful drawing. Different forms of energy. It's not made up of matter. Like there's no energy that you can hold in your hand, but we see it all the time. Very cool. So mechanical energy is the kinetic and potential. So how is it moving during the motion and the position? So that meteor, that's mechanical. Thermal is more moving because of temperature. That's why it's moving. Electromagnetic is it's moving because of these electro waves, like a microwave or a cell phone. Sound energy, it's moved because of sound. Sound actually moves it, like the guitar strings. Electrical, that's just basically lights, a light bulb, any kind of electrical energy. Gravitational potential is kind of hard to see, but a pencil that's just like resting on the table. Okay, so you know it could move. It has potential energy, but it's not currently moving. Elastic energy, that's like our rubber bands, springs. Potential energy is stored and then you just stretch it out and let it go. Chemical energy, a lot of you guys like to do like the Mentos and the Coke experiment where you put them together with Diet Coke and see it like explodes. That is the potential energy happens. It's always there. But when you put them together, you're creating the kinetic energy. Nuclear energy is just what's stored in an atom. That's really hard to see, but the energy is coming from the sun. Now we have to think about which type of energy is this. A thunderstorm has lightning, that's electrical, heats the air expands, there's sound reaches your ear. So there's 3 different types of energy if you heard that in there. Electrical, thermal, that's the heat, sound. Okay. The energy that I recognized was electrical, thermal, and sound. Electrical was the actual lights and lightning. The thermal was the heat that, let's look at that heat that goes up to 30,000 degrees. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? 30,000 degrees Celsius. The last was the sound energy. That is the thunder. Okay, so let's look at the sound that is produced from a shock wave. All right, so that's going to be all of the Explore Explain 1. So then we're going to create a new video and move on to Exploration 2.